survive the fucking experience.
Okay, so hypothetically, if I am on, okay, first, hypothetically, if the moon is an object that I can hypothetically then stand on, and I can then see the Earth, and I was in a spacesuit that I didn't blow up, and you would want to know what I would do, I'd go, what the fuck just happened? Where am I?
How would you explain the rotation in your vision?
Fuck that, I would want to know how I just ended up on the moon.
That's not the issue. That's what you're avoiding.
You don't think being transported magically to the moon, you don't think being transported to the moon.
No one said you got there magically.
Okay, well, how did I get there?
That's up to you.
That's up to you to not think. Okay.
Why does this question scare you that you react in this childish manner?
Bro, it's not even a question. It's a hypothetical. You're saying, what if? You asked me what if I saw the Earth as a ball. Would I believe it then? Is that what you want to know? Bro, I already believe
that's not what he said at all.
I can handle it.
I would think I'm looking under a
I'm
microscope.
Capable of handling this. Thank you. Just for a minute.
Sorry,
I'm trying to get an answer out of a guy. So, are you capable?
Okay, what do you want to hear, bro? I'd say, wow, the Earth is a ball. Is that what you want?
You
can have it. You can have that. I'd go, wow, yeah. The Earth is a ball. Okay, congratulations. In this hypothetical situation, Curve, you established that I would accept information if I was presented with it. Congratulations. Great point.
No, I'm asking what would your explanation be for what you're seeing if you saw the Earth rotating, apparently, in your field of view? You see it rotate. That's how it appears. What would your explanation be? Have you considered that?
No, I don't lay awake at night. I don't lay awake at night and consider hypothetical situations of myself beyond an object that I don't even believe exists.
Just lay awake right now and consider it. What might you come up with to explain why you see this?
Bro,
is it the Earth rotating? Is it something else?
This is the dumbest fucking conversation I think I've ever been.
I
would think the Earth is a ball. Okay, Curve. You know what I'll give it to you, Curve. I would think that the Earth must be spinning. It must be a rotating ball. It's the only explanation. I mean, I'm on the moon. I'm in a spacesuit. I was brought there by this hypothetical rocket. I mean, hypothetically, the only hypothetical answer is the hypothetical ball that the Earth must hypothetically be. Congratulations, Curve. You're a fucking genius. You should take this debate to every flat Earth platform. You'll convince them all.
Now, can I explain to you why you're an idiot for conceding that the Earth is rotating?
Yeah, tell me why I'm hypothetically an idiot for getting a hypothetical question hypothetically wrong.
Not orbiting the Earth, causing the apparent rotation.
Oh, so now, okay, you didn't tell me to assume that the moon was moving, bro.
I didn't tell you to do anything other than to consider the problem.
What problem? That we're in a hypothetical situation and you think that it's going to somehow substantiate something?
That's okay, it's fine. You just gave up that it's the rotation of the Earth, which again is going to be the most likely for various reasons. But
okay, in this hypothetical situation, you are hypothetically 100% hypothetically correct, Kurt.
Remember, you're on the moon. That when you see it from Earth, you claim the moon is moving, and then when you're placed in the position of being on the moon, you assume the moon was stationary and it's the Earth rotating. I love it. Make sure that you get that, Kim. Schemo still here? You fucking cunt, Schemo. Why aren't you recording that?
That was
beautiful. Think that's gold, bro. Yeah, if you think that's
you jumped in both feet into that one.
Yeah,
you should be ashamed.
You got me with that hypothetical situation, bro. You showed me. Now, can you apply that to reality in any capacity?
You're really stupid.
Yeah, your hypothetical situation was amazing, Curved. I can see when you muster up. I can see what to expect when you muster up everything inside of you and spew forth an egg of knowledge.
That was
That was nothing worse than an American trying to do bad sarcasm. Please stop.
Okay, do you really think that his hypothetical question line can give us any insight into the inner workings of reality?
No.
If it was a flat earther asking, though,
if it
was some kind of flat earther asking that question, you'd all mock and ridicule him. But because it's your little angry boy Curve, nobody wants to upset him, so they let him go.
No, he wrecked you in that because you just
What did I
demonstrated
do?
that
I was
motion is relative, and you assumed the outcome based on
yeah, that's what happened.
the description
in this
you heard.
hypothetical
You jumped to the hypothetical, answer, and then you didn't tell me that. He asked you, what would you observe?
bro,
He gave you the answer, and you hung yourself with it.
Okay, yeah. If you think a hypothetical situation can give any sort of demonstration to the abilities of anything, you're fucking retarded, man. You just
That's not the point.
It's a joke.
Hypothetically,
so for your that entire argument was believe you're a baller for a second. Would you believe the Earth was a ball? You're a fucking retard, Curve.
No,
that wasn't even the question. You're so retarded. You keep fucking up the very question.
Yeah, we know, Curve. We know, Curve. You did. Yes, good boy. You got it. Give him a trophy.
No, you walked into that one.
Okay, is that the best? Is that the best argument to prove that the Earth is moving?
No. It was just proving about motion being relative.
It seems like it was proving that you can make hypothetical situations. And
Curve asked you hypothetically, what would you come to?
That's great. And hypothetical
you answered that the Earth must be moving.
Do hypothetical situations mean anything in the real world?
Yeah. They do.
Oh, they do.
They really do. They actually do. Also, right the hand. You're like the.
No, tell me how a hypothetical situation applies to reality.
Well, hypothetically is a hypothesis that might come true.
Okay, so
or be true.
If I started,
may I take this one, please?
Wait. Can I?
I'm out.
Go ahead, Druss. Go ahead, Druss.
So you'd like to know how a hypothetical situation would be beneficial in reality? Is that your question?
No.
That was his question. That's exactly what he asked.
Comprehend. No,
that's
I did not.
Exactly what he asked. Those were his words, verbatim.
I said, how does it apply to reality? It doesn't apply in any capacity to reality. It's a thought experiment. It's you sitting in your head.
No. Hold on a second. You were trying to ask a question, and I'm trying to give you an answer. So I'm just trying to make sure we're clear on the question, which is fine. When you say apply, are you saying that hypothetical isn't a concrete item in reality? I agree with you. Any idea?
Okay, so then it's worthless at proving if the Earth is moving. So it's a worthless medium for proving if the. Okay, so so all Curve did was waste everybody's time.
No, hold on. You're steamrolling me.
He just wasted everybody's time. Hold on, let me get this out. Yeah, I know. Okay, now mute me.
You're steamrolling me. I haven't even finished my response, and you're trying to tell me what I said when I hadn't finished what I'm saying, which is why I'm.
No, I said curved. I said curved.
No, you said what I said. I said this, therefore, what Curve said is what you did there.
You said a hypothetical situation can't affect reality.
Wait, no, I did not say that.
You said it's not empirical.
I said it's not a concrete item in reality.
Okay, so it's not concrete. If it's not concrete, then it can't be used to concretely prove that the Earth is moving, which is what we were looking for. So he wasted everybody's time with this gibberish about it. Hold on. I gotta interrupt you. Gotta interrupt. I know it. Gotta do it.
Well,
so he just
hold. That was not my objective.
Can we show some civility? Bro, come on.
Why are you misinterpreting it? Misrepresenting
can you let me get it out and then address me? If we don't agree on anything,
I did agree on it out, and what you did was lie. So I'm going. If we can't
agree on anything,
words for everybody else is one. Come on, this is not.
If we can't agree on anything, can we at least agree on letting each other speak?
No, you can't.
Get to the point, and if you don't try and strawman people,
and if you can show some intellectual honesty, yes.
So here's my point. If we're trying to concretely prove that the Earth is moving, is using something that is non-concrete of any.
Sorry. So again, we're talking about an object. An object in reality is concrete. A concept or an attribute about that object is not concrete. You're not really understanding the conversation.
Okay, so hold on. Concrete, like if I measured my garage width with a yardstick, that would be a concrete measurement, right? You couldn't.
No. No, it wouldn't. It's not a
Okay, so
concrete item.
not
A
concrete.
concrete item is something I can hold. It's something with physicality.
Okay, so a yardstick is not a concrete item.
A yardstick in itself is a concrete item. With that yardstick, I can take a measurement. The measurement is not a concrete item.
Okay.
It's an attribute that we assign to the distance that we have measured.
Agreed. So now, when you take that idea of needing to measure the distance, right? Can you do that in capacity with the Earth moving and all the objects?
I'm going to go back to your garage door because I like that. We're going to keep this really, really simple. So we've both agreed that that measurement isn't a concrete item and hypotheticals aren't concrete.
No, hold on. Would you agree that all measurements, the only way for them to be concrete would to be based on a concrete item that is used to make the measurement?
Yeah, and we're basing this on a concrete Earth that exists, a concrete moon that's out there.
Okay, no, but we're talking about what item was used concretely to measure so the yardstick has the 4 foot of matter or concrete object to it to quantify.
You're kind of straying off the point. What we're trying to show here is that hypotheticals can have value.
No, I hope, but they don't apply in any capacity. If I was trying to prove that I could fly, and I was like, well, hypothetically, if I put on the Superman outfit, the real one that he wore in the 1968 movie, that means fucking nothing. So if I'm trying to prove something in reality, starting down the lane of hypotheticals is a waste of fucking time.
No,
and with that, I gotta go.
I can
have fun. See you in the after.
Oh dear. That was so ridiculous because I was going to merely follow, and I know I could come up with the idea of strapping a jet engine and a pair of wings to my back. That's a hypothetical until I do it.
Did he just?
And it has.
It has been done.
Sorry, that needed a bit of pedantic ass fuckery, and I'm quite good at that.
What did he say before he left? He just fucking peaced out.
Yeah, he realised that I kind of fucked him and he ran.
But
because he agreed that measurements weren't a concrete item and measurements are useful. Therefore, he can't just say because you can't apply hypotheticals to the physical world in a concrete manner that they don't have any utility. So he knew he was fucked and he ran.
That's fucking dumb. They use hypotheticals and economic projections all the time.
I know.
And it's his point that you can't measure something unless you do it physically. Like we can't use radar.
Oh, I wasn't even going to bother with that one. But no, actually, no, that's cool because to him, all those things are physical.
Radar? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or is it for him? I don't know.
No. He was talking about the fact that any particle he classes as physicality. He denies that there's energy, so there must be some sort of particle exchange. We know that electrons flow along radio waves. Therefore, there is physical interaction between the object and the radio wave itself. Therefore, radar works. Therefore, radar is physicality. Therefore, we can measure the distance to the moon.
Interesting.
Yeah, really. Just fucking obvious, basically. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel bad now because he left.
I didn't catch the name. Was it right the hand again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was con in the evening, and at night time he's con too again. Guess he'll be back later with his Kantism.
Kantianism. Really?
Kantism.
A Kantian view on life. No.
He's gonna lick his wounds and then he'll be back. Oh, that was.
Like Brian. It's like Brian in Nathan. When I think it was yesterday, he was asking about his sea level. How can it curve if sea level doesn't rise in elevation? I was like, motherfucker, you're showing us pictures from Google Earth that has a curved surface. You can see the round horizon in your own photo. Then 10 minutes later, how can this be possible? No curve. I'm like, do you have short-time memory loss or something? Like,
Reset.
Yeah. It's like a groundhog hour for that guy.
One of the reasons I enjoy coming in this room is because you do get fact checked.
Yeah.
And you do learn when you're wrong, and people aren't afraid to pull you up and say, no.
Yeah, even if you are a glober, globers will tell if you're wrong.
Yep. I like being corrected.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, too, because when I came to Flat Earth and to Discord, I didn't know much about science, but it's been a learning curve. Been nice.
Hey, what is the absolute reference frame that establishes the top and bottom of the Earth?
Nothing, I guess.
My left toe?
My personal reference frame. I am a reference frame.
I'm kind of hoping Slick will answer with his infinite wisdom.
Personal atmospheric dome.
Slick's hung up on top and bottom of a globe because he's stuck in his own reference frame determined by the vector of gravity when he's like looking at a globe, you know, on Earth. But yet with the Earth itself, what reference frame is the absolute that establishes top or bottom? I don't think he can answer that.
No.
It's very simple. It's actually quite simple.
Spheres don't have tops or bottoms.
Go ahead.
Well, if you're in one position, just measure 180 degrees away from that position.
Okay, so you could have, 2 points on the equator being top and bottom. Mind blown, Slick? Or are you too
stupid? But 180 degrees. Hold on now. 180 degrees from that position, you're flipped, right?
Top and bottom. What establishes a singular top, singular bottom, Slick.
Yes, I understand that. But what I am talking about is being 100 on any curved, or a spherical surface. If you're at one position on it, if you go 180 degrees from that position anywhere on it, you're going to be flipped.
Okay, that applies to any two antipodal positions. So what?
So what?
Which one is top, which one is bottom, and how do you know? And why are there basically an infinite number of tops and bottoms on the globe if there is one absolute top and one absolute bottom, Slick?
Well, you seem to be hung up on this absolute top and bottom. All I'm saying is if you're at one position, you go 180 degrees away, you're flipped. Now, that's all I'm saying.
That's not all you're saying.
That is all I'm saying, because that's all I said.
You said there is a top and a bottom to the globe. It's written, Slick. Don't act like you didn't write it.
You think people can fall off?
Sure. And would you like me to explain that to you, why I wrote it that way? Because
sure,
when you talk to let me hold on. Now you seem to be getting hot already. Now the reason that I said that is because when you talk to globe people, they will always explain to you that you're always on top of the globe. Now, have you ever heard of that?
Sure. From your perspective,
well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in reference to that statement when they say you're always on top of the globe. That's what I mean by top.
But that does not mean that there is a top singular, a bottom singular. It's all relative, Slick.
Well, like I said, you asked me why I made that statement. I told you. So do you understand now?
I've always understood that you're stupid.
Okay, so what's the... Yeah. Oh, here we go. Well, dude, man, go ahead. Go find some kids to play with.
Hey, Slick, do you think
kids are smarter than you? That might be a good idea.
Slick, do you think people can fall off the Earth?
Fall off of what Earth? How would you fall off?
Like, do you think people are upside down or something like that?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what fall ups off? What are you talking about? How the hell are you going to?
Flat earthers believe that there is a top to the Earth and a bottom to the Earth, and like if you're on near the equator, you're on the side, and people on the southern hemisphere are on the bottom. You know.
Why are you talking to me about flat earthers? Why don't you talk to me about me?
It's a game he's playing. You got to recognize this game.
What do you believe?
I don't have any beliefs, sir, so that's not going to.
You have zero beliefs about the Earth.
God.
I don't have any beliefs at all, sir.
Do you have measurements? Do you have evidence?
Evidence of what?
Shape of the Earth?
I never said anything about the shape of the Earth. What are you talking about?
I know you didn't, but I'm asking you a question. Can you answer honestly?
Answer honestly about what?
What do you think the shape of the Earth is?
I have no idea. You tell me.
That's not answering my question.
I did. I just told you I have no idea. What part of that didn't you understand?
Why don't you have an idea?
Why should I?
Well, if he had an idea, then he would have to defend it.
Well, yeah, I'm asking basically if you have a position on the shape of the Earth, what is it?
I don't.
So you don't. Are you a believer that the Earth is a globe?
I don't have beliefs.
Oh boy! All right, never mind.
Yeah, thanks.
He
only
has experience and facts. So you know.
Thanks for stopping in. Come again.
Come back when you have a belief in something.
Everyone has beliefs, but we don't.
Well, I don't have beliefs, so you have to talk to somebody with beliefs if you want to understand what beliefs are about. I don't have those.
Yeah. Apparently, you have zero clues whatsoever about the Earth that you live on.
The only clue that I have is that it presents itself as flat and motionless to my experience. That's my clue.
How do you know the Earth is presenting itself at all? You're believing it.
What are you basing that off of?
Off of experience.
Off of my experience.
Okay. What about other people?
Do you ever plan ahead? Like plan for tomorrow or plan your day?
He lives in the moment.
If you mean like do I like maybe have an appointment for some future event? Those things exist, sure.
Okay. But I mean, like, do you ever plan what you're going to do tomorrow? Stuff like that.
No. Because the only
everything
is the moment.
Sorry.
The only thing that exists is the moment.
So whatever happens in the next moment is a total surprise to you.
Well, what moment is that? What are you talking about? What moment?
The moment that takes place after this moment, it's always a surprise to you.
Well, it's always
you never
now,
set expectation?
No, why would I do that?
I don't
you
know.
do that?
I'm just asking.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I do that. I plan ahead. I set expectations.
Oh, no.
I think most people do that. I just wanted to know how you do things. So let's say you live in the now.
Yeah. The only reality there is now. I mean, is there anything else besides now?
How do you know? You have no beliefs.
So if you have an appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m., you don't plan your day around that appointment. You just let things happen.
What I do is that if I have an appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m., right now I have an appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's it.
So are you not going to make a plan to make sure you get lunch before your appointment or after, or pack lunch?
Yeah,
things like that.
Listen, the only thing I can do is live in the now. This future you're talking about doesn't exist.
Do you ever pack lunch for work tomorrow, stuff like that?
No, if I ever pack lunch, I'll be packing it now.
Yeah, but you pack it for tomorrow, right?
But I'd be packing it. But I would be packing it now.
Yeah, but you're packing it now with the expectation you're going to eat it at work.
No, not with an expectation for anything. I'm packing it now. See, that's
don't expect coherent ideas.
All right, so you're packing your lunch now, and this lunch is for work tomorrow. Do you ever do that?
If I'm ever packing a lunch, when I'm packing that lunch, it's now.
Yeah, but are you going to eat it now? No, you're going to eat it tomorrow, right?
What tomorrow?
Let's say.
I'll tell you what. Show me tomorrow. If you could show me tomorrow, then I would be more inclined to understand.
I can't show you tomorrow, but I just want to know: do you ever pack lunch for the next work day?
If I ever, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I know where you're.
It's a yes or no, Slick.
I know, but I just told you. I'll tell you one more time. If I'm ever packing a lunch, I'm packing it now.
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking when are you packing the lunch. If you're packing lunch now, that's fine. I'm asking, do you ever pack lunch now for work tomorrow?
How long
do you do that?
How long do you want to keep going round and round with this?
As long as you don't answer the question.
At some point, you got to just get off the bus.
He is not
I can't, man.
of the
I can't,
stupidity of
Slick.
his position.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, because I really want to understand you, Slick. I want to learn from you, but you're making it difficult.
Okay, well, if you would want, if you wanted to learn, hold on.
When are you packing
Hold
lunch?
on. Now, if you wanted to learn from me, you would be listening to what I'm telling you instead of trying to force what I'm telling you into your understanding. You'd have to understand my understanding. And my understanding is that the only thing that exists is the moment. So if I'm packing a lunch now, that's all I can do because I'm only in the moment.
That's fine. I totally agree with you. You're packing your lunch now, but
yes,
I want to know
why
you
are you
pack
packing your lunch now?
Yeah, why are you packing it now if you're going to eat it tomorrow?
Because it's now.
Yeah, maybe that's the question I should ask you, Slick. Why do you pack lunch that you're not going to eat now? Or why do you cook a meal that you might not eat now? Why do you leave leftovers? I'm sure you leave leftovers. Why do you leave leftovers?
Why do I leave leftovers? Maybe because I ate and I got full and there was
you
some
got
food
full.
left.
So,
and
but why?
Dude,
why
do you have a problem? Hold it.
No, it's
Are you going to let me
leftovers.
get my statement out, or are you just going to keep talking over me?
Oh,
because
sorry.
that shit is annoying as fuck.
I'm sorry, Slick. I'm sorry. Why do you keep leftovers?
Because I don't like to throw food in the garbage.
So you're going to eat. So you keep that food to eat it later?
I don't want to throw it in the garbage.
So what do you do with it?
I don't want to throw it in. What part of I don't want to throw it in the garbage?
I know what you don't do with it. I'm asking what do you do with it? I know you don't throw it in the garbage. So what do you do with your leftovers?
Like so what you're saying is, let's say I'm eating some food and I get full and I don't finish it. I might put it in the refrigerator.
And then?
Have you seen?
And then what?
Like, will you eat it later?
Do what later? Listen, hold it. If I'm only living in the moment, what later are you talking about?
Does he look like he ever has?
Dude, can this dude shut the fuck up in the background, whoever that is?
You might want to put a frying pan.
Yeah, I mean, but if you live in the moment, why keep leftovers which you will not consume in the moment?
Because I'm not going to throw it in the garbage. I don't want to do that.
So you're just going to let it stink up your fridge?
Why you said anything about stinking up the fridge?
More than he was going to eat.
If I put it in the fridge now, is it going to stink up my fridge all of a sudden because I put it in there?
I'm asking, do you leave it in the fridge and not eat it later, or like,
what are you talking about this later? You keep talking about this later that's never coming.
Do you not know what later
comes? Later always comes.
All we have is now. See, this is your problem. You're trying to think in this later dimension that doesn't exist. There's no such thing. Dude, I'm telling you, there's
and the
only
present
now.
Is later to the past, isn't it?
Dude, there's only now. Now, like I said, see, what you don't understand is
you didn't experience the past.
Okay, well there you go again. You just seem to can't let a statement finish.
Sorry, go ahead.
You live in a different dimension than I do, obviously. Because I live in the now and you live in past and futures. I don't.
So you've never experienced the past. You don't remember.
Dude, what are you talking about? I live in the now.
Nate,
that's it.
Slick speedometer in a car. It's miles per now.
Hang on, Slick. What did you do yesterday?
It's in miles per now. You need to understand that.
Hang on, Slick, what did you do yesterday?
I'm sorry, what?
What did you do yesterday?
Where is that at?
Asking you what you did yesterday.
I know. Where is it? Where is yesterday?
You know what yesterday is, Slick. Stop being.
Listen,
stop
if I hold on now, okay,
you know what yesterday is.
Yeah.
If I only hold on, I'm trying. Okay, well, do you just want to talk over me?
For a
fact, do you want to just keep on talking over me, or do you want me to answer? I mean, I can answer you, or you could just keep running your mouth. It's
Yeah,
up
but
to
Slick,
you.
you're being
So
childish.
why don't you? I tell you what. Then since I'm being childish, you ask the questions and then you answer, and you don't have to worry about me being childish. Try that.
All right, hang on. Sorry. Hey, whoever that was, stop. Just let Slick answer. Slick, what did you do 5 minutes ago?
What 5 minutes ago? I'm only living in the now. What are you talking about?
That's fine. 5 minutes ago, you said something. What did you say?
What are you talking about? What 5 minutes
ago,
ago?
you said a statement. What did you say 2 seconds?
He's trolling you.
Dude, I'm not doing anything. Listen, this is what you have to understand. Let me ask you this, because you're asking a lot of questions. Do you understand what it means to live in the now? Do you understand that concept?
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I only live in the now, and all I heard was now.
Okay, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thanks for getting your argument ruined.
If that's what you feel, knock yourself out. Polish up your trophy and put it on your dresser.
Slick is answering questions. Slick is answering questions in the past.
Sorry,
Dude,
Slick.
See, this is what you don't understand. See, this is what happens when you have a belief system, because you have this belief system of past and futures and all that. Dude, there's only now. That's all there ever is now. That's it.
Do you remember what you just said?
He didn't say anything.
Obviously not. Because there's
Slick was never born. He was never 4 years old. He never had a childhood.
Slick, that's why you
It's
always
just
have to repeat yourself. Because
See, like
no
I
one
said, man, you live in a belief reality. Now, is that correct? You do have beliefs, right?
Just ask a question, Slick.
I know, but I'm just answering my question. Do you have beliefs?
I believe I was
means,
4. I believe I was 4 years old once.
So that means you live in a belief reality. Now I don't live in a belief reality. Now hold on. In order for you to understand me, you would have to not have any beliefs. Now, so until you do that, you can't understand me. You're just going to have to live with that.
How old are you, Slick?
That's not true. In order to understand you, you need to have a lobe removed.
Yeah, whatever helps you. Now, I've just explained myself very clearly, and I was very succinct. So now, if you don't get it, that's not my problem.
Wait, how old are you? What does it say on your driver's license?
He was born now.
No, let's Slick answer. What does your driver's license say? How old are you?
What, like you're talking about a birth date?
That would be how old you are.
Okay, so what's your point?
I'm asking you a question. How old are you?
I know, and I'm asking you, now that you've made that point, I'm asking you, what is the point that you're trying to make?
You didn't answer my question.
I know, but listen, I don't really feel like talking about my personal business, so you made a point, now I'm asking you, what are you trying to make?
My point will be made when you answer the question of how old
No,
you are.
I'm not, don't worry about how old I am. How old are you?
Your answer should be...
Mind your own motherfucking business.
Your answer should be...
On my driver's license, there is some type on it.
And does it say you were born now? Because you only live in the now? There's no present? There's no past?
I am not my driver's license.
Didn't say you were your driver's license.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
How old are you?
Why? Motherfucker?
Is it really hard to answer that question?
Mind your own motherfucking business, bitch.
Are you now years old, Slick? Are you now years old?
Fucking moron.
Am I? Are you now years old?
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about how old you are. Kids understand this. You don't.
I told you, if you look at my driver's license, there is some print on it about date of birth and all of that shit on there.
Uh-huh. What does it say?
Okay.
What year were you born in?
Why, motherfucker?
Why are you getting so angry about a question?
Because I'm tired of you asking me about my fucking personal business, you ignorant bitch. Fuck. Are you stupid?
You got it, Slick.
You're so angry, Slick. You're so angry about it. Here, I'll tell you.
Because I told you, I don't like people inquiring into my personal fucking business. That makes me angry.
1984.
I already told you that makes me angry.
1984.
Now, if I told you that makes me angry and you keep on doing it, you shouldn't understand. You should understand why I keep getting fucking angry.
Well, it's getting hot, Slick. Maybe you should.
I understand. Cognitive dissonance makes everyone angry.
Just want to cut in for a quick second. Just quick second. Slick, can I ask you a question?
Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Ask your fucking dumbass question.
How old are you?
Oh man, fuck this. Listen, somebody get this stupid motherfucker out my face, please. Ignorant bastard.
Slick calling other people ignorant. He don't even know how old he is.
Damn, he's a stupid motherfucker. Told this motherfucker 12 times, and he comes back with the same dumb shit.
I mean, it's not fair to ask him these difficult questions. He's not prepared. You know, just give him a break.
Dude, the shit is stupid. I just told you I don't want you in my fucking personal business.
Is it appropriate for you to be talking to us while you're coming out of your mother's vagina at the moment, Slick? Because you're being born now.
Man, fuck you and your mama.
I'm pretty sure that he's underage for being in the server. That's kind of a violation of the rules.
See what I mean? You're just talking dumb shit. See, listen, I done told you before, you have a belief system, and you live within that belief system, which is a tool to create a reality for your imagination. Now, I don't live in your imagination, but you're asking me questions from your imagination, and you want me to answer within your imagination where I am not there. You got to understand this. Now, if you don't understand this, that's your problem. See, that's your fault. See, this is your fault for locking yourself up in a belief prison. You can't understand anything outside of it. I am not inside of your prison. I'm outside. Now, if you want to understand me, come out of your prison where I am, and then we can get to know each other.
Hey, Slick, I want to know you. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 36 years old. How about you?
35. Slick can't prove to me that he's not imaginary.
Now, did you now everything that I just said? I just want to know. Did you hear what I just said, or did you just tune me out?
No, I listened to understand.
We didn't hear
I listened to understand.
I can't hear. It's 4 or 5 people talking at once.
Andrew, because we're doing it now.
Yeah, Slick, you want us to step out of our belief, quote-unquote, belief prison.
I don't want you to do anything. I said if you have any intention on understanding me, the only way you can do that is to come out of your belief prison. You can't understand me from inside your belief prison. It won't work. I keep telling you this.
Okay. All right, Slick. I'm going to do that. I'm stepping out of my belief prison. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. I have no expectations. I have no beliefs. What do I do now? What do I do now?
Well,
I got a job. There are some reports I need to... Hang on, though.
Okay, but you're asking me... Okay, wait a minute. Here's the problem I'm having. You're asking me why you're answering.
I hear you. But I want to paint a holistic picture, okay? So, I have a daughter that I need to feed. I got to pick her up tomorrow because, I have her over the weekends. There are reports I still need to finish for work, which are due next week. But because there's no future, there's no tomorrow, there's none of that. I'm in the now. What do I do?
Okay, here's the problem. You're not in the now because all that shit you just mentioned is not in the now. You're still in your belief system. You're still in your imagination. So I'm just hold on.
I should throw that stuff away?
Just hold the fuck on. Why don't you just be patient? Unless you're late from somewhere and you got to be somewhere 2 minutes from now, just chill out.
All right,
now, the only thing what I am telling you is that you haven't done anything because if you had stepped away from your belief system, you wouldn't have been concerned about all of that.
Out of here, talking out your ass.
I didn't hear a word you said.
I know, neither did I because of this fucking moron in the background.
2 minutes from now doesn't exist, Slick. Try again.
You still got to plan ahead, though, ain't it?
No. Let's hear Slick out. I have all of these issues, but it sounds like Slick's saying I should throw them away. What are you saying?
See, hold on.
All right.
Why are you telling me what Slick sounds like he's saying? See, this is my problem with you. You asked me a question. Now you're still talking. Now you're still running your mouth. See, this is why you don't understand something. Because you ask me something, I tell you what I'm saying, and then you tell me what it sounds like I'm saying instead of just listening to what I'm saying. See, that's your issue.
I told you, Slick,
that's not my problem.
I what you said because someone was over talking you. That's what it sounded like you said.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
Okay, could you tell me what you said?
Said about what?
About what do I do now? I have all of these beliefs, but you're saying I should step out of them, right?
I didn't say you should do anything. I said,
All
if
right,
you're going
what
to,
should I do?
hold on. See, I'm talking, and then as soon as I'm said 3 words, you start talking. What is the problem with that?
I apologize, Slick.
Right.
I
Now,
apologize.
what I said was the only way that you can possibly understand me is that you would have to not be in a belief system. Now, you just making a statement, okay, I'm not in a belief system. Now what do? It don't work that way. Either you are out of it or you're in it. You can't pretend.
Okay. So how do I get out of it now with all of these things?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Don't ask me. Let me explain to you. Let me answer your question. When I got out of the belief system, I didn't have to ask anybody, how do I do this? I didn't have to find a guide. So neither do you.
I have a quick question for Slick. So Slick, why are you so angry?
So you're
about
not
the
gonna.
past?
So you're not gonna answer the question.
Dude, I answered your question. I said if you want to be out of the belief system, I didn't find a guide. See, you're asking me how to get out. I didn't go find somebody and ask them, hey, how do I get out of this? I didn't have to do that. Neither do you. See, you're not listening to me.
Why are you triggered about the past when you only do it now?
What's triggered? Ain't nobody's triggered.
Yeah, but Slick, I don't think you listen to me.
No, I'm not
either.
triggered. This is just how I talk. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. This is just how I sound.
You always talk angrily when someone asks you.
I
just
honestly
how I
think
sound. I'm
you
from the
didn't
mean
listen to
street.
me either, because I never asked you how do I get out of the system. I asked you, once I don't have beliefs, what do I do now?
Okay.
Taking into account that I have a daughter and a job, what do I do now?
said, okay, here's the problem. If you were out of the beliefs, you wouldn't have to ask that question.
Sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy that you don't have to explain.
Now, do you understand what I just told you or no?
No.
Okay, well then don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm going to stop worrying about it.
I want to know about this 2 minutes, Slick. Where do 2 minutes from now? What does that?
What 2 minutes from now are you? Can you show me 2 minutes from now, please?
You talked about 2 minutes from now. Do you not remember that?
Because when I'm talking about 2 minutes from now, I'm talking about in your imagination because I'm talking to you. That's where you live in this 2 minutes from now. I don't live in 2 minutes from now. Now, hold on. I just need to understand if you understood what I just said.
There's a minute.
Do you understand what I just... Okay, so you don't understand. Well, then what the fuck? Damn, you're fucking annoying.
Wait, I don't hear you saying anything right now. What am I supposed to be answering?
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand who we talking about. When I'm talking to you, what you don't understand is that you live in your imagination. So I'm talking to you in, through your imagination. That's your world. I'm not in your imagination.
There's over now, and there is no later, so there can't be any waiting for it. I guess it's just always going to be my turn to talk when you're talking, because now is
do whatever works for you.
Yeah, I mean,
if that helps you.
Yeah. I mean,
if that helps you, do your thing.
Yeah. I'm going to start talking when you talk. That's how I'm going to gauge.
Slick, can I ask you a question, Slick? I'm not trying to. You don't have to divulge any specific information. I'm just curious. Okay. Are you employed at all? Do you have any sort of job?
Don't ask me anything about my personal life. I'm not going to tell you again.
Yeah. So, Slick.
Damn, I mean, dude, you must have a problem. You must have heard me say that about 20 times. And what do? Ask me a personal question.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you anything about your personal life, but here's a question about your personal life. Come on,
I don't hear you say that right
I'm not sure when would be appropriate to speak because there's only now.
So Slick. So I'm not asking a specific question whatsoever. Do you have other human beings in your life that you interact with?
Don't ask me about my life. Okay. Now I'm not going to tell you again.
Is the time?
Hang on. How about this? Hey, Slick, do you have a clock or a watch?
I have a clock and a watch.
Oh, awesome. So what time is it currently?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
Look at it and then tell me what time it is.
I could tell you from my phone. My phone says that it's 2:40 something p.m.
2:40 something p.m.
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't have my 2:42. It looks like.
Why do you believe that it's 2:42?
I didn't say anything about believe. You asked me what the time it was, and I told you what it says on my phone.
You know it's accurate.
What? I don't know. Listen, motherfucker, you asked a question and I told you. The phone says now it says 2:43 p.m.
How do you know that's accurate?
I don't know anything, motherfucker. All I know is what the phone says. What the fuck? But I'm just saying, dude, I don't have beliefs, you ignorant bastard. What the fuck, you dumb motherfucker? I just told you 50 fucking thousand times that I don't have beliefs, and you asked me, do you believe that that's what the phone says? Do you believe? What the fuck, you dumb motherfucker?
Why do you think it's 2:43 then if you don't believe it?
I don't think anything, you dumb motherfucker. I'm telling you what the phone says.
That's the absolute truth. You don't believe
what the fuck?
And it
is a stupid motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure your phone is wrong.
Dude, I'm telling you what the phone says, dude. The phone says 2:43 p.m. right in the top right-hand corner. Now that's what it says. Now, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because that's what the motherfucking phone reads.
You do not have beliefs, but you believe the phone.
I don't believe anything. I'm telling you what the phone is stating at the top right-hand corner.
No, you're not. Because
it's not. So are you telling me that the phone does not say 2:44 p.m.? My phone doesn't read that?
It's 3:44.
Those digits are not at the top of my phone is what you're telling me.
Your phone doesn't have those sounds on it. It has some symbols. How do you know that those sounds?
I'm telling you, motherfucker. Listen, I'm telling you now. If you want us to get all dumb and stupid and play semantic word games, I could play those with you.
Why are you so triggered? I thought you only do.
I'm not triggered. I'm from the hood, bitch, motherfucker. Dude, I'm from the hood. This how we talk.
You sound like a person from the hood.
Have you ever been in the hood, motherfucker? This is how we talk from the hood. Motherfucker, we be having lunch. Dude, we be having lunch with each other, man, and enjoying each other's conversation, man, and we talk rough like this. That's how it is, man. That's all that is, man. We just talk like that. There's nothing to be triggered about. You the one in prison. Why the fuck would I be triggered?
You are triggered.
Weird that you're triggered.
Shit, I'm free, motherfucker. What I need to be triggered for, and I'm free in the sun, bitch.
Slick, I do have one question for you. How do you respond to people if the thing that they said is in the past and you only live in the present?
I respond to them now.
He responds by being.
But what they said was in the past.
That's their problem.
No, that's your problem.
I don't have
a problem. You're the one who's only in the present.
Now you're gonna tell me I got a motherfucking problem, bitch. You got a problem.
You have several problems.
No, bitch, you got problems.
If what I said is in the past, when you get around to responding, and you only live in the present, how do you respond?
I respond
now. He has knowledge. There's the difference between beliefs and knowledge. He has knowledge of the past, which don't require any beliefs, just the experiences that he has personally.
He believes he's doctor. He doesn't believe in the past. He doesn't believe in the present. He believes in the.
I don't have any beliefs at all. I'm not believing in anything. No past, present, anything. I don't have beliefs.
He doesn't believe in the present now either. He just said it.
There is no past or present. He's right. There is no past or present. We all live in the moment. So when he says, I live in the moment, that means what is happening right now. There's not like 5 seconds ago. 5 seconds ago is not a place that you can go to. So that means it doesn't exist. So the past in terms of a second ago or 10 seconds ago doesn't exist.
That's what
normal people have certain beliefs about the past.
There you go. See, it's your beliefs. I keep telling you, it's your beliefs.
It is.
Yes, that's what I keep telling you. You live in a belief world.
Actually, you live in a memories and experiences world. It's built off of things that happen in the now, which become the past. Ooh, big brain in it.
I have never seen now become the past because it's still now.
Look at the big brain.
Do you have knowledge? Do you have knowledge of all the nows that accumulate to things that have already happened?
Nows don't accumulate. There's only one now. It's very persistent. It always will be. It's always
there's a now right now, and then there's also a now right now.
No.
Yes.
No. It's just still now. It's still now. In other words,
everything is still now.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling you.
And you know how we track that? We track that with time, with a watch that counts seconds.
Right. And then what I'm trying to explain to you is that now has nothing to do with time or space.
evidence for that.
Now, do you understand that or no?
Evidence for that.
What do you mean evidence? What kind of evidence can I give you?
It's not evidence-based. It's a belief, which you don't have. So you must have evidence.
Well, then let me do this. I'll do this for you. I want you to show me when it's not now. Let's try that.
You to answer my question instead of asking me.
Now hold on, because listen, you asked.
So you
hold on now. Dude, slow down, because it sounds like you're late for work or something. Now, you asked me for evidence of now, and what I am trying to tell you is that I have no evidence for you. But what I can do is ask you, when is it not now?
Yeah, so you take a quick, like a selfie video of yourself on your phone, you save it, you wait 5 minutes, and then you watch that video. When did that video take place?
When you're looking at that video, you're looking at that video.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Like,
of course. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
was
anything
the origin
more,
of the video anything less. That's all I'm telling you, dude. You're trying to make too much out of this.
The origin of the video, how was it produced?
What are you talking about? Let me ask you this. When the video was it produced now or was it produced then? Like while they were producing the video, were they saying to themselves, I am shooting this video then?
I answered your question. You take a...
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? When they were shooting the video, were they saying to themselves, I'm shooting this video then?
That's the point.
Yes.
That's the entire point.
Right.
When they're shooting the video, they're saying, I'm taking a video right now.
Exactly.
They took the video, they saved it on their phone, they waited 5 minutes, and they watched that video. When they're watching themselves on that selfie video saying, I'm taking this video now. It's not the same now that they're watching it on. It's not the same now. That's a different now.
Now, that's what you're saying. Now, let me explain to you how you don't understand. Now, you just said a second ago. When they were shooting that video, what is that statement that they made? They were doing it now? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. So now that they're watching the video back, are they still watching it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't understand the concept.
Okay. No, hold on, because I'm trying to get you to understand. Forget about what I don't understand, because you don't understand that it was now all the time. It was now then, and it's still now. It's always now.
Okay,
that's what you don't get.
But you don't get the concept of time.
Dude, I get the concept of time. I just don't live in time. I live in now.
Dude, that's deep, man. That is deep.
Well, I know, dude. It's deep. This is what happens, dude. See, I keep trying to explain to you. You live in what has been taught to you, like this Einsteinian thing of relativity and Newton laws of these things. That's the world that you live in. I don't live in that world. And you're trying to understand me through that world, which I don't exist in. Do you get it?
Slick, when I was a toddler, nothing taught me that if I touched a hot pan, I would burn my finger. 3 minutes later, my finger still hurts because I touched this hot pan in the past. Nothing taught me to believe that as a 2-year-old toddler.
Do you have a point to this statement that you just made?
Yeah. You just said that we're taught and indoctrinated all this stuff. Nothing taught me that. That was a life experience I had.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to Newton and Einstein, you figured all that stuff out for yourself? Nobody ever taught you that?
I'm on your point about time, dude. Stop trying to change the subject.
No, I'm asking you because I just made a statement about what you were taught about Newton and Einstein, and now you're talking about being a toddler touching some fire. Did I say any motherfucking thing about that? I talked about Newton and Einstein. You brought in a toddler about touching some fucking fire. So you're the one that don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I answered your question about being taught all of these things. I was never taught that as a 3-year-old. I experienced
Were you taught about Newton? Okay, were you taught about Newton and Einstein?
You're changing the subject.
I know. I just asked you a question, dude. It's a simple question. Were you taught about Newton and Einstein or no?
So there's education.
So you don't want to answer the question? Listen, if you don't want to answer the question, just say so.
Simple question.
Just say you don't want to answer the motherfucker. It's not a big deal.
Let's just ignore Slick since he doesn't exist. So how's everyone's days going so far?
Now there you go. Now the motherfucker trying to tell me I don't exist. See how you try to be slick with that bullshit?
Yeah, he ignored the entire experience question.
I don't believe it
Knowledge
exists, so.
and experience.
But see how you this is the thing. Now, and in all seriousness, dude, if your reality
you completely
is
ignored my
see what I'm
statement.
saying, dude? I didn't even finish. All I'm saying is, if your reality is so much of what you think it is, why is it that you always got to do gotchas? Why is it that's all you got in your arsenal?
Who is doing
They
gotchas?
show hypocrisy and a lack of reasoning on your end.
But you should be able to establish your position without gotchas. Come on, man.
We're not establishing our position, we're refuting yours. There's a difference.
But can you do it without the gotchas?
Refutations require
just make your argument. Stop with all the tricks. Everything is a trick with you, motherfucker.
Not a trick. You say you have no belief system, yet you believe in the time of day.
See, there you go. Now hold it. Let's stop right there. Now, who said that I believe in the time of day? Did you ever hear me say that? Come on, man. Why you see? That's that bullshit.
You said it's 2:43. You believe?
I said what it's. I did not say that. I said what the phone said. Now I know you want to play semantics and say that the phone didn't say that, but you know what I'm talking about, motherfucker.
No, you said it's 2:43. You believed your phone.
No, I did not. Now you're still trying to do the same shit again. Somebody asked me what the time was, and I said when I look at my phone, the phone says 2:42. Now that's what I said. Now come on, man, stop misrepresenting me. See, this is what I mean. You want to hold your position, but you can only do it by misrepresenting what I said. How come you can't be honest about the shit?
I am honest. That's exactly word for word what you said. You said 2:40. I asked you, what does your phone say? And you're like, what do you mean, what is it saying? I'm like, the number on your phone. What is the time? You said, well, it looks like it's 2:43. I'm like, why do you believe that? And you had no answer for it.
Okay, because I told you I don't have beliefs. So when you say, why do I believe that? I never told you I believed that in the beginning. I just told you what the phone said.
You believe that you live in now because you don't have any evidence.
I don't believe anything, motherfucker. So you keep saying that. There is no belief.
No, you believe right now because a lack of evidence is a belief.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. I cut you off.
A lack of evidence is a belief. You have no evidence that you live now, so you believe you live now.
Okay, now let me know when I can answer. Now, I have no evidence for you. Now, I don't need evidence for me because I am in the now. So I have my evidence. You just don't have it. And you think that because you don't have it, I must have a belief. See, so your lack of ability to understand me means that I have beliefs because you have a problem. It don't work that way.
Works that way for literally everyone, everywhere but you, apparently.
Exactly. Thank you very much. That's what I've been trying to tell you. See, you live in your imagination, and so do most of the people that have beliefs. They live in their imagination because a belief is a tool to create a reality for your imagination. So when you have a belief and you believe something, that is in your mind. That is not reality. I don't live in such a place. I live outside of that. See, so what I live in is reality. It's just very simple.
You get it backwards, actually. We live in reality, and the lack of evidence means that you live in your imagination.
Okay, you keep saying lack of evidence. Listen, there is no lack of evidence that I live in now. You just don't have the evidence because you're trying to use your beliefs to understand me. So because you have beliefs, now you have to go through your beliefs to get your evidence. Now, since you can't get that evidence, now you think that I have a belief. See how this works? You're projecting your limitations onto me. I don't have these limitations that you have.
You don't have them, and you can clearly explain then.
I don't have limitations. I told you what present is and future is your concept of time where you live. I don't live in time and space. I live in now. Okay, but giggle. Get everybody to giggle. Get a billion people to giggle with you at once and see if that changed something.
Explain to me what now is without time.
It won't change a thing, Slick. Believe me, it won't change a.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can get a billion zillion motherfuckers to giggle with you, and it's not going to change anything.
With him, it's at you.
You think that? Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck how many people you get to giggle at me. It's still not going to change anything.
You're right.
Slick, let me ask. Can I ask? Let me ask him something. Let me ask.
Yeah,
I want to ask him. Slick, can you do something now? Can you do something later, or can you only not do it now?
Right. I can only do it. Yes, exactly. I can only do something now. Now, what?
No, he didn't even interpret the question.
Okay, well, maybe I didn't understand it. Maybe I didn't understand.
Okay. Can you do something later, or can you only not do it now? See what I'm saying? 'Cause so they're trying to say, "Oh, I'll go walk the dog later," but there is no later. You're just not walking the dog right now. So this is how they switch. That's the switch they're pulling. So whenever they say, "Oh, I'm going to do something," like, no, you're just not doing it now.
They make it out to be. They make it out to be so that
you couldn't have explained it any better. That is an exactly perfect explanation. Thank you.
What is now?
Now is something that always is.
No, what is now? That doesn't explain
I'm telling
what now
you.
is.
I just told you what it is.
That's
It's
not an
something that's. I know, but listen. See, I'm trying to tell you, but you got. Now is something that always is. That is what now means. It means that it's always.
What is always?
Always. That means never end. In other words, always means never begins, never ends. That's what always means.
How does something not begin and not end?
Something that's always.
That doesn't tell me what always is. How is now always?
Now is always. Okay, I tell you what. You tell me when now began.
whoever doesn't understand this is fucking.
Tell me when now is.
No. What I'm trying to do, because I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna help you out by asking you a question. Tell me when now began.
Tell me when now is. That's what I've been asking you.
It's now.
How do you know it's now?
Because it's always now. If it's always now, it has to be now. Now and always.
So how is now not a temporal thing if now is not now?
Who said it was temporal? I said it's always.
Because now is inherently temporal. That's where the word comes from.
No, it's not. You're talking about time.
No. You are. That's what now means.
No. Yes,
so you need a new word.
Let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever looked at your clock and all?
No, the clock has never
because your clock always has a time on it. It might say 2:47, 2:53. These
has
types
nothing
of things.
to do with
You've
whether or
never
not it has
looked
a
at
time
your
on it.
clock. You've never looked at your clock and saw now.
You ever had to look at your clock to know it's now?
No.
Then why bring it up?
So you never
Because
show
I'm talking
up.
about time. I'm trying to explain to him about time.
Slick, what time frame are you in?
I'm not at anybody's birthday right now.
But how do you make it to anybody's birthday?
I'm not going to anybody's birthday right now.
So you
right
never
now,
go to anybody's birthday?
Right now, I'm sitting in a chair talking to you.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked
I know,
how
I heard what
do
you
ever
asked.
make it to anybody's birthday?
What birthdays are you talking about? I'm sitting in the chair
Your
talking
family,
to you.
your friends, anybody who you would care enough to go to their party.
Right now, I am sitting in the chair talking to you. What birthday?
What does that have to do with my question?
Because what birthdays are you talking about? There's the only thing that's going on that I am
birthday of your
sitting here
friends and family.
talking to you right now. What birthday?
What do you mean?
Human. They don't exist to him unless they're right next to him.
There you go. Now you're telling. Now here's this. Come on, man. Stop speaking for me.
Well, then you should speak for yourself occasionally.
I just told you. Right now, if I only live in the now, what birthdays are you talking about?
So you only live in the time that is the.
No, I didn't see that. Notice I didn't say that. I said I only live in the now. And notice how you said, "Oh, so
now
you only live in the time that is
how
now."
is now
Do you
not
notice how you? Hold on, dude. Do you notice how you switched what I said? I said I live in the now, and then you said, "Oh, you only live in the time that is now." Notice how you pulled the switch on me?
Yes, because you
thank
said you live.
But you didn't think I would catch that. But you didn't think I would catch that, did you?
No.
But notice you didn't think I would catch that.
God, you're the most
But you didn't think I
boring
would catch that,
motherfucker.
did you?
You're not even
you
capable of having.
You didn't think I would catch that, did you?
I did. That's the whole point of saying it, Slick. If you didn't catch it, it would be excessively boring. Why would I say it if I thought you wouldn't be able to pick up on words?
Okay, so do you have any more points? Or are we just going to keep going round and round? Because
I don't know, Slick. You ever going to actually answer a question honestly in a way that makes any sense?
Okay, so you're going to play the... hold on, Jeremy. So you're going to play the honesty card on me now?
I would like you to answer questions honestly.
No,
yes,
I'm just saying. So you're playing an honesty card. So in other words...
No. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm saying that you're not answering questions on... You're not engaging with the
so what does
ideas
that
that
mean?
are being
Hold it.
presented
Hold
to
it.
you.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You said that you're not calling me a liar, but I'm not asking questions honestly.
No, you're not
Can you tell me
answering questions honestly.
Right,
There's a difference
exactly.
between lying and being honest. Do you know that?
Really?
Do you know that lying is not the only form of dishonesty?
Do they have anything to do with each other at all?
Do lying and
are they in the
dishonesty
same?
Yes.
Are they in the same
Lying
family?
is a form of dishonesty.
Okay, so thank you very much. So stop trying to play the lie and dishonest card.
No. Lying is a form of dishonesty.
Listen, I'll tell you what, dude. Just have a conversation without trying to bring up honesty. How's that? Try that.
How about this? How about you actually answer a question honestly, and I won't have
okay.
to Slick.
I'll tell you what. I don't want. As long as you want to talk about honestly, I don't want to talk to you.
How about this, Slick? As long as you keep going in little circles.
Now, if you want to have a conversation. Listen, if you want to have a conversation, I have no problem with that. But if you want to start playing the honesty card, I'm not interested.
How about
now,
this?
How about
you actually have a conversation, Slick?
Well, let's have one.
Then okay. So answer what now is.
Now is
without
always.
alluding to vagueness.
Can I just say something?
No, hold on, Jeremy. Just give me a second with him.
Just let him answer his own questions, Jeremy.
I'm doing my best to explain to you what now is. Now, when I say now is always, now I can't go any further, but I can go further if I ask you a question. Now, in order for me to go further, you would have to be willing to answer a question or two.
Why? Why does it require me answering a question for you to give the
Because I just told you. Now, maybe you didn't hear what I said. I said I gave you all of the explanation I could by explaining what now is. Now, the only way that I can go further is to get you to answer a question or two. Now, did you hear what I just said or no?
Of course I heard what you said.
Okay. So now are you willing to let me ask you a question or two so that we can go further?
Fine, try
Okay.
it. Go ahead, ask
No
a question.
problem. Sure, no problem. Now, can you tell me when it isn't now?
Can I tell you when it isn't now?
Yeah.
Is that what you asked me? Yes.
That's what I'm
I can
asking.
tell you when it isn't now.
Okay, tell me.
It isn't now at any point where it's not next to me. For
But it's
instance,
still now.
you and I exist in different nows. So your
Okay, so
now
let me
is
ask
not
you
my
this.
now. Yes.
No, Slick, you said you would continue an explanation, not ask more questions.
Well, no, he said he's going to ask me a series of questions. So that was the first question. So I just explained to you that there's two different nows, and my now is not yours. So there is a time when it is not now for me, and it's wherever you are. So now what?
Disconnect.
Oh, you
Check
disconnected?
1, 2. Yeah.
Hello,
So-
you're back.
So now my question is can you show me that where there's any point where now disappears?
What do you mean where now disappears?
That's
Yes.
what I'm asking you. You
Yes,
can't.
now disappears as soon as I walk away from here.
Okay. So now are you telling me that you existed and then all of a sudden everything was gone?
Based on the way you are engaging with this, yes. As soon as I walk out of the room, everything is gone and it stops being now.
Okay. So now just totally disappears. So when now was
No,
gone,
not I disappear. Not me.
No, you said now disappeared, right?
Now disappears. Wherever I was stops being now as soon as I leave it.
Okay, so when you leave it and you get to that other place that you are, where is now at that point?
Where what now has moved.
Okay, so in other words,
now has started existing
hold
somewhere
on.
else.
No, hold on. You moved, right?
Yes, and I brought
Okay.
now with me, so now is new and started existing in a new place. Because every time
Now-
I move, it's a different now.
Okay, so you're saying that now are these different times that like you can slice up or something?
Well, I didn't use the word time.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Is now something
Well, I
that
didn't
you
use
can
the word
sli-
time. Why are you trying to
Hold
put the
on.
word time
I
into
said, I asked you, is now something that you can slice up and you just like put them together or something? Like you have these periods of now or something? I'm trying to get clarity.
No. Now is an ever progressing existence. And because it's an ever progressing existence, now's become old and expire. And now
Okay,
there's
so
new
you
nows
said-
that I have to deal with.
Okay, so you says now progresses. Can you show me the difference between a new now and an old now?
Sure.
Okay.
Where are you?
Right now, I'm sitting in my chair talking to you at a place.
Well, that was an old now. You weren't doing that because I started talking, so you weren't talking to me.
What are you talking
about? See what I
about?
mean? That was an old now.
What are you talking about? I'm still doing.
No, every time I talk, you're not doing it. So that statement is describing an old.
What are you talking about? I'm still doing it. Nothing changed.
See, again, you stopped doing it. So you're not talking.
I didn't stop doing anything.
Yep, you're not talking to me because I'm talking.
Not talking anymore while he talks. Therefore, the now where you were talking is not happening.
No, that has nothing to do with anything. Just because you're talking and I'm talking, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You talking and me talking.
I want you to show me when now is there and then it's gone. I'm just trying to understand that.
I told you. I already told you. It's gone as soon as I walk out of wherever I am. In fact, now is gone. The now I just said now for is gone the minute I said it.
Okay, so now, so what you're saying is now comes and goes.
No. Now doesn't come. There's no now coming. There's only nows going.
Well, you can't change
to have a now come would indicate that there was a now before now or after now.
So when your now goes, are you saying a new now steps in its place?
Yeah, it's constantly a new now.
Okay, so you keep having these successions of old nows and new nows.
No, not a succession of old nows. A succession of
I know,
nows
I heard you.
That become old nows.
Dude, if you would have heard me out, you would have heard what I was going to say. You have old nows being replaced with new nows.
Yeah, things don't leave their old now.
Okay, guys, you guys are acting like you don't know that it's always the present. Is it always the present or what?
We're not doing that. Present and now are synonyms, but not for slick, so we're not using time.
Exactly. We're not talking time here. This has nothing to do with time.
How about the now frame?
The present.
Because see, now, no, hold on. The present has a relation to past and future. Now has no relation to any of that.
But there is no now because everything you observe is in the past because of the speed of light. So
okay, could you show me this? Can you show me this past, please?
His statement was not that. His statement was that you can only.
We can show that to you, Slick. Did you just have a conversation with Her Royal Highness?
And when I was having it, was it now?
I haven't answered the question. Did you have a conversation? Did you? Yes or no?
I don't know because I don't see anybody's name, so I don't know. I was talking to. Listen, I didn't see the name. I just knew I was talking to somebody. That was His Royal Highness.
Dude,
that was his name. Did you have a conversation with?
I'm having a conversation with whoever that is now.
Right, but I didn't ask that question. I asked, did you have a conversation with that other?
I only live in the now. Let me ask you this: if when I was having that conversation with that person, was it now?
Yes or no?
I'm answering your question. That was now.
That's not answering.
You already said you did have the conversation with him. Yeah. You said, I know I was talking to someone. I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah, so that was now.
Well, I was talking to someone is in the past tense. That's not now.
That's if you're talking in time.
And at the time, you weren't talking to the person either. So that you're just lying now.
No, I'm not just lying. Here you go with the lying card. Like I said, why do you got to keep playing the lying card and the dishonesty card? I don't want to play that.
No, I was talking to someone.
I don't want to play that.
You are talking in the past tense, and you are not talking about now. So pretending that you are is a lie.
Like I said, Jim Panda, listen, with all due respect, I don't want to have a conversation with anybody that wants to bring up lies and dishonesty. I'm not interested.
Well, stop lying then. Because
I'm not interested.
Say that.
Then I'm not interested in talking to you, Jim.
It is in the past tense.
Jim, I'm not interested in talking to you. If you're just going to keep pushing this, I'll just go on deafening. I'll go on deafening.
Good, do that. We'll have a better conversation without you. We always do.
Yo, did anyone see that Feynman quote I just posted about